Bismarck Hausa.
FM.
Accra gets busy on this frequency. 92.7 3 FM.
Follow us on social media. Twitter at 3FM 927. Facebook at 3FM 927. And also on 3news.com.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Business Daily on 3FM 92.7 with me, Bismarck Hausa. Coming up this afternoon, government commences independent survey on data pricing to further drive down data prices. We'll hear from Sector Minister Samuel Nate George.
I made a request to the International Telecoms Union, the IDT, to carry out an independent survey of Ghana. Once we get that report, it will arm us with the right steps to take.
Also ahead, importers say dollar struggles continue despite cedi gains as association blames Bank of Ghana for failing to ease forex access. These stories and others lined up for you. Please stay. Thanks for your company. Now to the details. The Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations is on the hunt for ways to drive down data prices in Ghana. Minister Samuel Nate George acknowledged that despite previous efforts, data prices remain high and the ministry is committed to exploring new options to make data more affordable for consumers. During a question and answer session when he took his turn at the Government Accountability Series, the minister disclosed that an independent survey on data pricing is currently underway.
I made a request to the International Telecoms Union, the IDT, to carry out an independent survey of Ghana and our data pricing and telecom pricing vis-a-vis macroeconomic indicators and the sub-region. We're expecting to get that report by end of September. And once we get that report, it will arm us with the right steps to take. Are we going to be asking for further reductions or do we sit where we sit? I think that we will continue to explore this. But let me also be clear that a lot of this is market forces driven. So it's a demand and supply thing. And that's why I believe that the previous administration did us great disservice, where Google was willing to land their Equiano cable in Ghana. And because of whatever personal interest existed in the ministry at the time, we frustrated Google from landing its Equiano cable, and it took the cable to Togo.
Meanwhile, the minister says he has directed the National Communications Authority, NCA, to suspend all DSTV broadcasting licenses effective August 7, 2025 if the network provider fails to adhere to the price reduction directive. According to the minister, multi-choice operators of DSTV cannot continue to fleece the Ghanaian consumer.
I made the announcement that I had directed multi-choice to be present at the ministry for a meeting. At that meeting, we requested a 30% reduction in pricing for subscribers of MultiChoice Ghana's packages. The meeting addressed public concerns about affordability, value for money, and fairness in service delivery. I made clear the ministry's expectation that pricing structures had to be responsive to Ghana's current economic context. I made a formal request of 30% reduction in the package pricing and gave a deadline of July 21st for a formal response from MultiChoice. On the 21st of July this year, I received a 9-page letter from MultiChoice detailing why they were refusing to reduce their pricing. The reasons included that the cedi had depreciated in the preceding 8 years by 240%. And they claimed that my request for a reduction on the basis of the appreciation of the cedi was unfounded because, in their words, the appreciation of the Ghanaian cedi over the last 6 months has been a fluke which could not be sustainable. As minister, my fidelity is to the Ghanaian people. I have had to act in the interest of the Ghanaian people. And I believe that the Ghanaian people have been fleeced and exploited for too long. I wrote back to the NCA on Monday and directed the NCA in that letter to suspend the broadcasting license of DSTV effective 7th of August 2025 if they fail to effect a reduction in their bundle prices. I cannot, as minister, serving the Ghanaian people, continue to watch what can best be described as plain stealing happening to the Ghanaian people.
And that was Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George. Moving on, the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana is warning that access to foreign exchange remains a major hurdle for businesses, despite repeated assurances from the Bank of Ghana that the situation is under control. The association says legitimate traders are being pushed toward the black market, undermining macroeconomic gains and increasing the cost of doing business. The following 3 Business News Desk report has more. The Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana says forex access challenges have not improved despite recent assurances by the Bank of Ghana that the situation is stabilizing. In a press statement, the group said businesses are still unable to source dollars and other foreign currencies through commercial banks, forcing many to turn to the black market where rates are higher and unregulated. They described the development as troubling, especially at a time when the cedi has shown some appreciation against major currencies. The association warned that the continued reliance on informal money dealers is worsening the cost of doing business and undermining confidence in the economy. They also criticized political commentary mocking the cedi's performance, saying it could erode investor and business confidence. The group is calling for urgent action by the central bank to release more forex into the formal system, enhancing transparency in allocations and clamp down on hoarding and black market speculation. It says time is running out and the Bank of Ghana must act decisively to restore trust in the financial system. And that was a 3 Business News Desk report on importers saying dollar struggles continue despite cedi gains as the association blames the Bank of Ghana for failing to ease forex access. Now, the Aboso Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association has expressed support for government's plan to assemble electric vehicles, EVs, locally in partnership with China. Public Relations Officer of the association, Techi Ado, believes Ghana has the necessary resources to make this policy a success, but emphasized the need for support to manufacture components locally. This initiative is part of Ghana's broader strategy to develop its automotive industry and reduce carbon emissions.
We want to start manufacturing some of the parts in Ghana, like air filter, air cleaner. There are petty we can manufacture from here, so that it will cut our out. The money we'll be sending to the overseas. Aboso Okai and the spare part industry is ready. Whatever the government want to do, provided it's positive or it will go to benefit the masses. We shouldn't say because we are spare part dealers, so anything good will prevent it. No, the masses are more important. When you go to China, for instance, you see 1,000 vehicles. Only one car you hear, that's a petrol car. If you partner with China, our industry, spare parts industry, automobile industry, will be more than China because we have the resource here. We have all the resources in Ghana here, in Africa here. So why can't we produce our own parts? Kwame Nkrumah's time, we produce car tires to European markets. We can do the same thing here.
And that was Public Relations Officer of the Aboso Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association, Techi Ado. Before we go, Deloitte Ghana's country managing partner, Daniel Kojo-Owusu, has urged university graduates to move beyond simply joining the labor force and instead become thought leaders driving change in their communities. He stressed that Ghana's development depends on championing innovation and fostering collaboration among Minds committed to inclusive growth.
Through partnership, innovation, and a strong sense of public duty, Leicester-trained minds can help strengthen our institutions, reform systems, and drive inclusive growth. We must continue to rise as thought leaders, not just as boardroom, but in communities where change is badly needed. So as we launch this centenary celebration, let's commit not only to remembering where we have come from, but to reimagine what we can become as individuals and as a network.
And that was Deloitte Ghana's country managing partner, Daniel Kwejo-Owusu, ending Business Daily on 3FM 92.7 with me, Bismarck Ausa. For more business stories, please check out our website, 3news.com. Thanks for your company.